Wow, I did talk to animals the first time. Damn it, I want to do it again. But I can't. Tough as nails. A mean right hook? Hell yeah. An imposing presence that commands the room? Let's do it. Keen eye, empathetic. I think I did that one too. Street smart. Hot? I'm just hot? Are you serious? Well, we're going for unlocking things, so, you know, Oh, hot is not able to be unlocked yet. Mystical, book smart. Can I do book smart? No? Just select 2 traits, that's why. Okay, powerful build and street smart. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You finally find yourself. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying, random stranger. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Feign illness. Wait, what? Dude, what is wrong with you? Hell yeah, sounds awesome. Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. Feign an illness. You violently fake a coughing fit pretending to be sick has always been one of the better ways to get people to leave you alone in a strange place. Smart, because, you know, the C word that ends in ovid that we can't say. Oh, are you sick? That's alright. I'm pretty sure I've already had whatever you got. I'm sick all the time. You are sick all the time. Gotta keep my immune system on its toes, you know. So this girl comes up to us swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she was really mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the arbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. Yeah, definitely not because she was terrified of you. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year. So it's pretty serious. Like how Dateline is serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez. You ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Yeah, you. I might as well use Street Smart. I picked it. Stop trying to get a rise out of me. Stop it. Huh? Stop what? Whatever it is you think you're doing right now. You know what I'm talking about. The whole corner a stranger on the bus and try and make them uncomfortable act? I'm not playing along. Alright. Maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened it a little bit. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for her. So I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for her. Don't. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. But I always wanted to go there. Don't. Powerful, bold, intimidate. Get your act together. I'm serious. Get your act together, or someday soon you're going to run into someone who doesn't tolerate your bullshit. You cross your arms and glare at the young man with menace in your eyes. He looks scared. Huh, alright, maybe you have a point. I guess New York will always be there waiting for me. Yeah, it will. Not that you ever go. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty, I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. I hate that. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine in the Holler, you see. There's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Ha ha ha. Fucking sucker. He looks back at his... Oh, well, it wasn't important. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you didn't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. What? The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Why is this something you would do? They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you hadn't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Fire loves boiled peanuts. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Powerful protein is protein. Nice, I love boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts. No thanks. Screw you and screw your peanuts. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. I'm allergic to peanuts. Oh, huh. These could probably kill you then, couldn't they? Well, like I said, I'm done carrying them. They're yours. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to them. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in the peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. What? And just like that, you're alone, and the stranger's peanuts are soaking into the seat. You do your best to hold your breath as the bus rattles to your destination. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. I'm not actually allergic to peanuts, am I? Did I do that to myself? Oh, fuck. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though, for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Riffraff. You instantly recognize that I thought it was Worm. The worn young woman from the very few public photos of her on Facebook page. She's your cousin Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. That's weird because she lives there. But, you know, whatever. Go in for a firm handshake. Looks like somebody needs a hug. Hey, Tabitha. Give her your condolences. Remain silent. Go in for a firm handshake. Tabitha. You make direct eye contact, straighten your back, and extend your right arm. She holds out her hand limply in response. You grip it and squeeze, shaking once. Very professional. Tabitha's lips curl in disgust. She pulls her hand back quickly, covertly wiping it on her dress. Ew. Does she smell the peanuts? As she turns towards the car. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time here than I have to. Honestly, given that train ride, I wouldn't either. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. I don't know how much you don't like someone, you don't call their car a dusty relic. I know people who still don't have cars. Like, stop it. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip. Dialogue option labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. How are you holding up? I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? What the fuck? So the funeral. I can't believe we've never actually met like this before. I can. Holy shit. She doesn't look like she's holding up great. How are you holding up? Fine. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. I don't do family. Like, I have some family that I still talk to, but like the rest of y'all can kick rocks barefoot. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. Is there bad blood between us? All I know is my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family, but I don't know much besides that. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. Goddamn, Tabitha. I guess we are both members of the Dead Moms Club. Goddamn. Remain silent. Bitch, what did I do to you? And here it is, The Scarlet estate, though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to the cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. You stare at it and I hope they put that on my gravestone. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot long time ago. A long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. Ooh, where are the cobwebs? I have a thing for spiders and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. I would not use those stairs. Whoa! Welcome to our family's humble estate. Thanks, creepy. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. Tell me which. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Oh my god. If you know what's good for you, huh? It's a what? It is my kind of house. Every time we pass a dilapidated house, I'm like... If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. No, I'll teleport. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. Bitch, can't you just like chalk outline your tiny little creepy feet? You can leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in a building that feels as powerful as this. You're lying through your teeth, but Tabitha doesn't need to know that. In fact, not only does she not need to know that you're lying, but she won't know, ever. You're a very good liar. It is. The estate was the prize jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite magnificent pieces of architecture, even now. Okay, Tabs. Shall we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps with chalk, right? With chalk. Right? Girl? Kitchen. On Wednesday, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. Cat.
How does she get in? Does she have to walk her through the chalk footsteps?
I would guess so. You really gotta chalk up the bottom of your feet like gymnasts do, and just like start stomping where it's safe. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. PBJ. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Okay, I get it. I was like that when I was little. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip, some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully? What? prevent you from taking others. So I can take a friend with me to specifically ignore Tabitha? Cool. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. I'm gonna use these. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is, thank you. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Are we going to keep that going? Oh no, no, no. Someone could use that against me. I don't want that to be a thing. What if I want ice cream? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PBJ this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store, how very folksy. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. Alright, what's next? Let's try and piss her off as little as possible and see how much we actually piss her off. Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. I don't trust that cat. Look at that cat mean mugging me. Bitch. Leave the cat be. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pat her. If she wants to be pat, she'll let you know. She doesn't. The last game I picked Talk with Animals, and Frou Frou is a bitch. Leave the cat be. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. And apparently so does my bladder. You once again follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate through these spaces, but for the time being you'll feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. I would show her to the basement and a way out through the basement. Because I am going to fall through the floor.
It seems that, yeah.
Can you show me how to get out of the basement? Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Remember when I went to that really rich person's house and I just realized how very rich they were when I went into the bathroom and I took a picture and I was just like, I'm in a rich person's house. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk. Oh, well, it wasn't like that. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and a mystery stain paints the floor. Oh, I can solve that mystery for you. What a wonderful bathroom. Lift toilet seat. Oh! Bugs. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Now what? You gotta go, you gotta go. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. Tabitha has to know. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old, dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of, I feel like I'm trying to sell this place to like a gremlin. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Oof. Oh, she kind of looks like Tabitha. Look. But less scoutly. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. I'm so grateful. Can't you hear it in my voice? The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can hang your clothes up, but you can use... So you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Do you need help around the house? There's a lot of boxes and stuff lying around here. I could help you move things around and fix the place up. Look, I appreciate the offer, but Janie already comes in once a week. It's fine. What a dump! I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. I don't think we've pissed off Tabitha too much. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Oh, whatever will I do? Don't expect to see much of me. Tips, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away, others down the line. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Did I do something wrong? Why are you being such a jerk to me? Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Let Tabitha leave. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Did I do something wrong? Oh, hey, did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you've been too nice. The last thing I need right now is someone sucking up to me every 5 minutes. Okay, bitch. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Oh, she left. She ran. You in the sprawling, decrepit estate. Just me. A jelly sandwich sounds great right now. God damn it, I am allergic to peanuts. Fuck! I did it to myself. Settle into your room. Go straight for the forbidden wing of this state. I mean, what's in the West Wing? Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. Oh, mild inconvenience. I'm street smart. As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Y'all see that ghost? Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. The forbidden wings are yours to explore, hell yeah. Enter. This was a mistake. Lock the doors and forget you ever opened them. On second thought, maybe you should listen to enter! Oh, holy shit. Poltergeist. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming in here. Deep gashes tear across the floor, and years of detritus have turned what once must have been a magnificent and open ballroom into a tight and claustrophobic maze. Is detritus the skin, the dust mites? What are those?
Detritus?
Yeah.
Detritus is just like dust, dirt,
Decay.
old decay things. Yeah.
What are the skin mites?
Dirt and detritus.
It starts with D.
Dex something.
Dexidus?
No.
No, I don't know. But you're never alone. The piano you heard from upstairs outside the ballroom has grown louder. Wherever it is, it's nearby. It's probably just a self-playing model, but maybe you aren't as alone as you thought. Examine the painting covering the far wall. Figure out where the piano is coming from. Leave this place. Painting! Holy shitballs. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry black scratches cover the space where your mother should be. Figure out where the piano is coming from. As far as you can tell, there are 3 exits to the ballroom. This is, of course, the door you came through. And on your far right is a door beyond a broken floor, a dead end. Across the room from where you entered is the 3rd and final exit. A glass doorway you can just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You move to investigate it more closely. I'ma fall through the floor. As you approach, the playing grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano is behind this door. Clear the furniture blocking the doorway. I got powerful build, I might as well use it. The pile of furniture blocking the doorway weighs a considerable amount, and it's safe to say that most people would be unable to move it on their own. But you aren't most people. And with a bit of muscle, you clear it off to the side. As you move the final piece out of your way, the playing stops, as if aware of your efforts. Enter. As you step through the door, something slips through your periphery and into the shadows. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes in the doorway. You lock eyes with it as it lingers in the doorway at the far side of the room. The two of you separated by a carnivorous gash in the floor. You can vault that. Run? What are you doing here? I thought I was alone here. Who are you? Silently stare. Who are you? Your words hang in the air as the presence slips deeper into the estate. Leave this place. Whatever it was you just encountered leaves you wondering just how much longer you should even stay in the estate on your own. Settle into your room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. I feel that. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Check out the closet. What in the creepy doll is that? You can see why your cousin said you shouldn't put your clothes in the dresser. You should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads Andy. I'm kidding. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Oh, shit. You draw your suitcase over the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. What in the fuck? Oh, pardon me. Close the drawer, grab the possum, gently smack possum, put clothes on top of possum. I mean... Oh, pardon me. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. A good place, as you'll find, to put your clothes. Based on the... Why would you slap a possum? Based on the, the state of the house, you wonder if you'd been better off keeping your clothes in a nice clean bag. But there's no going back now. She cleaned the sheets a week ago. Let's examine the painting. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her? That is, if she's actually in the mood for a conversation. Oh, fuck, what have I done? Okay, here we go. Look out the window! You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. See, you think that until you get a property, and then you are just tired 24/7. Mortgages are tiring. Okay, I'm going. The ghost. Whoosh. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees. Actually, we do need to chop a tree. Carve topiaries and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. We do have so many birds because that's Fire's thing, is feeding birds and and looking at them and enjoying them. So we do have a lot of birds, and our fountain, I guess, is the pool, but we don't put goldfish in it. I recently put myself in it too early after I shocked it, and for about 2 days my eyes would not stop, like, just pouring tears. Yeah, you definitely do that, just not right now. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. A jelly sandwich? I don't really... Might as well head to town. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna lose Tabitha's trust, but whatever. Well, fuck. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of that tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. This is kind of what our mountains look like.
I bet, yeah.
It is, especially when it's all foggy in the morning.
Yeah, that probably,
Yeah. Continue down the path. When I can see daylight again without tearing up, we should go on another nature walk. Would you guys watch if I did a nature walk, like, stream? It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chilly breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. A dog! Gretchen, come back! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be, and she loves to get loose and cause havoc. Pet the dog. A pug, she's so cute. That goes against everything I've ever said about pugs. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I am in love with this dog and wish to know everything there is to know about her. Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz. Her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel. And her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. Yo, so my dog is not the only other dog that watches television. My dog will literally just like turn around from cuddling with me and just watch Netflix if there's something on that she likes. Sometimes she'll watch David. She heard David. Sometimes I leave it on in the background while I'm at work to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it, like an old lady with her programs. Oh, Abuela with her telenovelas. How'd you two meet? That's so cute. How'd you meet her? My mom was a vet and used to visit the regional animal shelter on weekends to do checkups. When I was real young, I'd go with her to volunteer, which really meant I do a little bit of manual labor, then play with the dogs for the rest of the day. One weekend, believe it or not, someone dropped off this little 1-year-old pug that had outgrown its cute puppy stage. If you're one of those people, I fucking hate you. When I went to clean her kennel, she looked up at me with those big, watery, nervous eyes, wagging her entire butt and whimpering like no one had ever loved her before. I couldn't not fall head over heels, you know? My parents were rugged mountain folks, so they weren't big on toy breeds. And at first, they refused to even consider adopting poor Gretchen. Sky needs a treat. Yeah, this is sad. But I kept visiting every week, and soon enough they caved and let me take her home. My dad still wasn't too keen on her at first, but soon enough he was taking her out on the trails like she was a hound dog. What's the difference? It just looked like a hound dog that ran into a wall. Still cute. Look at those eyes. Sorry for talking your ear off, but I can't help it. I could prattle on about Gretchen for hours. But where are my manners? Talking to you for this long without introducing myself, I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Alexis. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? Ooh. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? She did go by Tabby back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. She seems alright. Not my place. Not my place. And I don't know Stella yet. I don't know her that well, so I can't tell if things have had an impact on her mood, but I get the sense she's always a little rough around the edges. That's Tabby, alright. I'm glad to hear she's doing okay. She and her mom were really close. And to think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. You said that already, Stella. But I guess she got you there to keep her company now. That'll be good for her, even if she doesn't realize it herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she was Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. They must have toned that down. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I love your Mothman shirt. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits, my treat. Follow her. I see too many cops. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Denny's. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. I don't like the way those cops are looking at me. Help. Hey everyone, I'm Alexis. Nope, that's my kid. What are you looking at? Silently stare at patrons. Yep, that's something I do. You silently stare at the patrons, unsure of what to say. No, I have several things to say. Or perhaps unwilling to break the silence. That's more like it. Hey, this is Tabitha's cousin. She just got into town for the funeral. I'm showing her around. Stella moves to the nearest booth and you quickly follow. There's no need to be nervous, you know. They won't bite. That guy is literally just like, yo, that's Tabitha's cousin. He's still doing it. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. What am I, chopped liver? They gracefully place the cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Actually, I still have liver in my freezer from when I called the chickens. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Oh, Gretchen. You can hit Y or triangle button on your gamepad to hide the text box at any time, so you can get a better screenshot. Anything for you? Isn't bacon bad for dogs? Stella said she's buying, so I'll have one of everything, please and thank you. I could never. That's so, rude. How much is the coffee? Order a coffee. Order a biscuit. Order a biscuit and a coffee. Order a biscuit and a coffee. I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. You give a shit about what I think? Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Dude, I can see you! Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. I once lived in a town where there were no cool events going on any week. I drove past a local dive bar and they were jello wrestling outside, and I think that was the most events they had. So I'm guessing this town is similar. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. That's pretty good. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. Why didn't my friends and I do shit like this? Wait, we did. We actually made our own mead and like brought it over. And this poor thing, him and I didn't drink ever when we went over to our friend's house. And this was the one time he drank. And he was like, "You're not going to drink?" And I'm like, "No, I don't drink." That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is a potluck like a church thing? Because I'm out. Man. Black Tabby Games, you know me. Cool. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check out some of these things. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'd love to hit some good hiking trails after being cooped up on a bus for so long. These legs gotta move. No clue. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. I'll just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. I kind of assume I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. That's really sweet of you, but you're right. That'll definitely leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job. What's your job? I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Wow. I didn't get free shit when someone died. Thanks, it looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. Nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. It's a Krispy Kreme donut. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect donut. Slash biscuit. It's a Krispy Kreme donut. Whoa. Lie, I've had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. I'll go with whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know, I'm going to do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Okay, me too. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Ooh. I wish. You should really check out her channel, Alexis. It's amazing. They should make a YouTube channel for her for us to check out. Black Tabby Games should. That would be so cool. I would check that channel out. I know you would. Wait, how did you know my name? Let it go. Don't be the suspicious one. That's Tabitha. You chose to ignore Avery mentioning your name before you'd been introduced. It's a small town, word probably gets around. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but, you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba. the Cat River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. That's what happened to my reaction video. I didn't think I could react to videos, but that's been my most popular video yet, and I haven't done another reaction video because I'm scared. I don't know what I did to make that one so standout-ish. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird at the Cat River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. A butthole? Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Oh. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. So it's little for a beaver. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I was about to say, where the fuck you gonna find a capybara? I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Whatever it is, I bet I could take it. Why am I such a Chad? I know, strong body. Street smart, strong body.
Yeah, that just doesn't make sense.
God damn. They gotta keep working on this. Black Tabby Games, I believe in you. That's an honest to God cryptid there. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. No way that's a beaver or a dog. There's no way a capybara would be swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. We're in North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia. But that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Man, we've hit a lot of mountain trails. Appalachian, Adirondacks, Green Mountains. Green Mountains are they're not part of the Adirondacks. What are they part of? Yeah. But I think they're part of the Appalachian Trail that goes all the way up. I like it. I want to do the whole rock one day. And you're like, I will be at home. Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here, that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comments section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. Twitter's not even a thing anymore. It's just called X and looks like a porn site. There were polls for days. I had actual experts weighing in. It was all really cool experience. And it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Mine never do. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries we're missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. That's true. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Who would keep a capybara? An Australian. You're right. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the cat confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops. Sorry, Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all. That was the worst part of waitressing. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after the skunk ape. That sounds like 2 things that I don't want to go after. Ew, stinky. What's skunk ape? Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I want to hear her explain it. It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug of war with her dog. I'm so happy I don't live near Florida anymore. I don't have to deal with Florida man, Florida woman, Florida skunk ape. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided that it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkened sky, that sort of thing? Heck yeah, I've been hoping you'd ask me since the moment I heard cryptids. I live for the thrill. Absolutely, against my better judgment, yes. It's not like I have anything else going on. No, remain silent. Remain silent? That's weird. Absolutely. I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a little while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I still see you whispering. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. If I had my YouTube from middle school, I would not have a mortgage. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the whole gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese! Dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh. I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're gonna go out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not really my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically all day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip, leave a generous tip. Leave a tip. You reach into your pockets, pull out a single crumpled dollar and a quarter. As long as you don't get sick of jelly sandwiches, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you got it, you think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella out of the diner. I wonder what a generous tip would have been if that was a tip. Ugh. I usually tip like 30 though. %. Not $30. For a cup of coffee and a biscuit? Yike. It had been very cold when you first arrived in town, but the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel like Tabitha's gonna be pissed. More alive than you've been in years, strangely calm, unsettled, nothing. Strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky, fresh air fills your lungs, and a pleasant song of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. The past summer was the hottest on record since last year at least. Ooh, a hot North Carolina summer. Fix it, Jesus. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel the chill in the air and see the leaves change. Like, normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptid, like ghosts and whatnot? Demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of... Ooh, that accent came out strong. I used to go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. Wanna come over, sis? When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I wanted to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptids. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of the flames. So let's all hope that's just a bunk. Am I right? What about aliens? What do you think about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos from the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. I'm skeptical. See, that's just what the government wants you to think. I have absolutely no opinion on aliens. If they're real, they're real. If they're fake, they're fake. But when does something fake become real? When do we imagine it into reality? Okay, I'm done. Just agree with her. I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville, and his truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. Looks like he should get his truck looked at. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the field, birds in the sky. Then this metallic like egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. Were they doing like overhead flybys? Was there a base nearby? Like, this is explainable.
Was this dude on crack?
Was he on crack? Yeah, there have been a lot of busts in Fayetteville. Yeah, we don't go to Fayetteville. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. What? That was definitely a crack deal gone wrong. It was like it had never even been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky should be. I can't explain that other than Fayetteville and crack. I know it's a secondhand source. Get it? Secondhand source.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than that, though.
But there's plenty more like it, and if they are true, I'm convinced. Makes sense to me, for sure. And even if this one's hogwash, there's a lot of evidence out there. Are you really expecting to find anything? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than cryptids. Yeah, I was homeless one time, and I was in an elementary school just trying to sleep on the playground, and this guy, he was, you know, just doing his thing, and he asked if I wanted to help, and I'd tell you, I'd never went to sleep at that elementary school again. But what's the weirdest thing you've seen? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of the nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Are deer omnivores? I feel like most things are omnivores given the chance. Did you know rabbits are omnivores? But I think horses. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It sounds... okay. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. My mother would love this. She would just put on her little sun hat and sort through it and recycle everything. She's crazy about the earth. Like, way crazy about it. She has wonderful ideals about the earth and people, and I thank her for that. But, if a meteor hit the earth tomorrow, I would be fine with that too. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. No, thank you. It sounds like needles are in there too. Also, don't go swimming in the Hudson. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I kept on my dresser as a little souvenir. Girl, take those to an antique shop. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. If you gotta think. What? There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff and now he can't leave his house. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple months to heal. But now he can't leave his house. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. Kinda. It was great footage of what I thought was a family of Wampus cats. Wampus cats? I don't know. But I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the Wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. I'll bet you smelled. Oh, and instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. I don't even like the smell of tomatoes, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was this time I accidentally stumbled onto Old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. Old Duke. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. I think Old Duke needs to get his head shot off. Goddamn. Danger. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considering. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Nope. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Don't talk to her like that. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Was that the guy? Looks like him. All old guys look alike. Whew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie. Just Old Duke. Now what the hell you looking for out here? Skunky. Sorry I asked. And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head on back to towny here. It's best if you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with the camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You can never stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did, but I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. Oh my god. So, I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. The crows, the ravens, have been coming down and getting our chickens' eggs. Bruh, they even took the fake ones. I'm so sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape. Whatever the hell it is. Probably. I know exactly what it is, but I know if it was a fox for us. Oh, for him? Yeah, probably. Probably a fox. If it was a fox for us, the chickens would be dead. I know exactly what it is, but I don't know if you... But I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact, that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s. Ugh. And even those were iffy. That doesn't mean they're extinct. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTubes, saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. That does seem foolish. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video, and they were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. I think, Stella, you overstepped. You'll eat those words when I come home carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. That's a valid warning. I think I'll go home. So you're a Duke man? I've met some pretty passionate sports fans, but I've never met someone named after the team. Are you threatening us? But we were here first. It's his land! Wait, what? If you find and kill a mountain lion, don't kill it. What? Can't you buy more chickens? Do you have any idea how hard it is to raise chickens? Don't butt in. This is between Duke and Stella. You stand awkwardly by as the two continue to argue. Duke, you're just wasting your time. Give us just one night out there to see what we can find. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. Yeah, right. You'll get some shaky footage of a raccoon and claim it's a heretofore unknown creature that has heat ray vision or some such nonsense. I know what I'm looking for, and there's no way I'm backing down. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so that I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. You have a sponsor? You ain't the only one on a schedule. As you know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty. Who's Big Betty? Is it a chicken? Good for you and your sponsor. We'll be gone near a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. He understands. Fire loves his chickens. Fire's chickens. Fire loves his chickens. Let's just go, Stella. He's not gonna budge. You're right. No point in losing any more time arguing. Fine, we'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. Break a what now? I mean, good luck, old man. Alright, have a nice night, y'all. You and Stella return to the trail. She carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out on that easy. Come on. I know a trail that'll get us around him. He's gonna shoot you! The hunt. Lead the way. Oh no. We aren't actually headed back to town. Are you sure you don't want to, like, watch a movie instead? Oh, fuck it. Lead the way. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or a shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. He snuck up on you already, once. Even if we do cross paths, I'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way, let's go. You're trespassing! Ma'am! That is a beautiful sunset.
She said she can run faster than buckshot.
She said she can run faster than buckshot. Shit, I'm gonna use you as a shield, bitch. Carry me like a baby in front of you.
Hold me like I'm little.
Hold me like I'm little. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? That's a great shot. What do I toggle? Fuck! Screw it. She hands you the camera and takes position. I thought it was Y. Damn, she's hot for a cartoon. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Alexis, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. There's hope we'll get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Yo, the backdrop is so OP. It's been so long since I had a hiking buddy who could keep pace with me. It's breathtaking. Enough about me. It's breathtaking. And the air is so clean and fresh. I feel like I'm breathing for the first time. It is. I'm glad you came out here. How I felt leaving New York for the Carolinas the first time. Honestly. Everything was good. Gretchen has no appreciation for beautiful mountain vistas, and it gets old saying wow into the empty expanse every time I come out here. Could it? It's nice to have someone to say wow with. You can say wow with me anytime. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Get behind me quick. I can't help but be chivalrous. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Oh, that is not an okay deer. That is not an okay deer. A single... Oh yeah, he's been to Tetanus Lake. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of the light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Kind of like in every hunting game ever. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her, but she has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. Get her a better harness. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Well, I have a Rottweiler, and they don't make harnesses that fit her either. There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. A little? I'll bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. You can film it! Silence. Hey, are you hungry? Now seems like a great time to take a snack break. bitch owns the key to my heart. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Trail mix. Yes! Dried apricots. Nuts. Oh. Unfortunately, it looks like there's peanuts in the trail mix. I really made myself allergic to peanuts to fuck off a creep. Really?
Congratulations.
Take the dried apricots. I actually dried these myself. I wound up getting a bunch of apricots for free from Janie a while back and didn't know what else to do with them. Who the fuck is Janie? Who the fuck is Janie? Janie. We'll see. It's wild how easy it is to make your own dried fruit and vegetables. That's neat. Thanks, Stella. As long as you're in town, don't worry about food. I've got you covered. Maybe she knows about Tabby's propensity for PBJs. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. This is gorgeous. So tell me, what's it like in New York? Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Alexis. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. That's happened. Not 10 roommates, but I have lived in a closet in a house with a few roommates. I've also lived in a dingy studio apartment. Also lived in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I've never lived in a shed though. I know someone who has. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. And it's a mixed bag. Looking back, I loved it. At first, it was kind of nice to finally have a space that was just mine. But now it feels cramped. And I love feeling cramped. I do not have claustrophobia. At all. You just get a lot of floating shelves, man. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself. And as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flicker. The toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason. I used to smoke. And it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. Happened. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant. You know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room? Well, the plant died. So... And I can't propagate to save my life. I'm trying here, but I think I'm just gonna get fake plants. And maybe it'll have the same effect. When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you tried looking for a different place or maybe finding a roommate? You want a roommate in a studio apartment? The only roommate I'm gonna get in there is a goldfish. There's gotta be a better apartment than that in a big city like New York. Not for what I was making. I've been saving for something better. I've thought about finding roommates. I've thought about finding a place with roommates, but I haven't really landed on anything yet. Maybe I'll look into it when I get back. Oh yeah? So, what do you do for a living? What do I do for a living? I build pragmatic ads for a company no one's ever heard of. Bullshit. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate at a big law firm. No. I'm a streamer. I am. I'm a student. I was. I'm a teacher. Never. I'm in the service industry. Was. Rather not say. I'm a streamer. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way! A fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common, Alexis. What sort of streams do you do? I play video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? Plug. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't really get views. I don't really get likes. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do. But I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Destiny might be a little bit strong, but taking control of my own life. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I'm doing for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't help but shake the feeling that you're being watched. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. I think we're being watched. Might be Skunkgate. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family instead of have my father throw it away by not paying taxes on a fully paid off mortgage. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. I gather your parents aren't exactly around anymore. She said she lived alone. Do you live alone there? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore. And the holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Oh, because they're dead? Absolutely not. It's okay, you didn't know. And I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. Absolutely not. What is this Dead Moms Club? Stop it. Black Tabby. I'm still sorry for your loss. What? That sounded like a cat being bathed. Stella immediately packs her bags and slings it over her shoulder. Skunky? Could be. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it. And it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check it out. I'm gonna hold the whole dog. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Oh fuck. That's a nasty chicken. Oh. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Hey Thaja! Thank you for the raid! I hope your stream went well. Everyone give it up for Thaja, who just had a birthday. Woo! Happy birthday, Thaja. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Pick that damn dog up! For those of you who are new, I'm playing Scarlet Hollow. It's a game by Black Tabby Games, and it is so good. I'm playing it for the second time. I'm never too late for it. We can always celebrate. And I celebrated early. Oh my god, the monsters got you. We're gonna die. Oh good, the monsters will get you first. You say that, but you still stop to see if I was okay. If there were monsters out here, we'd both get eaten, then that's just part of the job. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, look at that mangled chicken. It's still alive. Investigate the chicken. That's a sick chicken. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Examine the growth. Good God, at first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Whatever it might be, you know better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. This is gonna be Alien versus Predator. Something's gonna pop out of that chicken and just like, eh! Okay. Examine the wing. Looks like this is what Scarlet slipped on. The wing is still barely attached, but that's the least of this chicken's concern. Examine the head. Oh, I can't look at its eyes. Glazed over, but still rolling in their sockets with unfortunate life. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. Ahem, it seems like we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Geez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warning for this video. I've put up massive content warning for all my videos. Hey, do you hear that? What in Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to? Birdie? Oh, Birdie. What's wrong, darling? Good God. Did y'all see what did this to her? Oh, purple. Can you plug? I'm not telling you shit after you waved that gun in my face. We're on the same team here. We both want to know what happened to Birdie as much as you do right now, so we'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. We were on the trail when we found her. Like this. We didn't do this to her. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. She's a little bit more than swollen. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Oh, he grabbed the chicken. He grabbed the chicken. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. What is my name? My name's Alexis. You get to pick your name. Who am I? As the creature in the tree line grows louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a choice. Quick, they're closing in on us. Tuck Gretchen under your arm and dive for the flashlight. ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? You heroically dive forward, tucking Gretchen under one arm and grabbing the flashlight with the other. This is the moment. Every pull-up you've done, every hill sprint you've ran, every meal you've eaten, all of them have led to this. That is weird. I said aim the damn thing, quick! Light up the woods. Perfect! Just grazed it, but that should make it pretty easy to track, eh, Stella? Yeah, a blood trail is pretty hard to miss. And grab samples. Guess we know it wasn't a mountain lion after all. Really gotta rub it into the old man. He's still holding on to his dead chicken. Though it didn't look like any cryptid I've ever heard of either. This is going to be one hell of a video. We've got to go after them while we still have a chance. Thanks for taking care of Gretchen, by the way. I can take her from here. I'll be damned if I let her chase after those things alone. Alone? You have no choice but to follow Duke, Stella, and Gretchen into the darkness. Go after them? Guess I'll die. I think we'll go after them. You steel your nerves and run into the unknown. Oh my gosh, look at them all. As you push deeper into the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Keep running. Oh, keep running. Are you trying to get us lost? Slow down. I think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. Lord, that smell. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as Stella and Duke stumble upon putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. A sinking realization, probably stinking too. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. You will never die. You will live until the last stone on this planet has turned to dust. I am immortal. Thank you, Thaija. A sinking... Holy shit, what do we do? Why aren't they attacking us? That's a valid question. I have no idea, but I think we have enough footage. Let's get the hell away from this next before they change their tune. Oh wow, just as you follow Stella and Duke in a mad dash through the woods, so too do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the highest branches of trees and down in the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. I wish I could do that. Quick, my truck's down this way. Is your beat-down truck going to stop them? You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Clear a path to the truck. Duke, you have to give them Birdie. Reason with Duke. Alexis is right, Duke. Is this what you want? Is this what you want, you son of bitches? Fine, take her. Take her and leave us be. Duke, get in the truck and let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I can just walk. Those creatures left, I'll be fine. Stella, now's really not the time. He just relinquished Birdie. Alright, I can do this. Stella doesn't like cars. You squeeze into Duke's tiny two-seater truck, tugging your legs on either side of the gear shift. For such a gregarious person, Stella is being eerily quiet. She clutches Gretchen protectively, staring straight forward, expression blank as the truck quickly starts to rumble its way down the dirt road. That was fun. That was terrifying. How are we supposed to get on with our lives knowing that something like that is out there? Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Duke, I don't think Stella's doing okay. Best not to bother her just now. Let's get out of these woods before something else tries to come after us. He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly. It'll just be a few more minutes. You'll be all right. What happened with her in a car? Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. I'd better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but, well, no point in talking about butts. About the butts. About the butts. Don't talk about the butts. Just look out for yourself. Take care, Duke. Doesn't matter that I don't live here. Stella's my new girlfriend. And here you are back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Sal in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket now that you're back in town. You must finally be getting reception again. Oh, shit. Missed call, Tabitha. Missed call, Tabitha. Where did... Oh, shit. And 13 text messages. Text her that you're okay? Text her that you're okay. Keep it to yourself. Why would you ask if we could walk home? Okay, Stella, why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Put a finger down. Yeah. Same. I don't drive. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if it weirded you out. What do you make of everything we saw? What happens now? We've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should probably head over there now before it gets any later. Let's do it. Cool, let's go. I'm straight up not going home to Tabitha. I hope she's still awake. Alexis? Yes? Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm so sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Didn't you hear? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Alexis. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, you're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. Devil woman. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil Forsyth. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. I can read. It's nice to finally meet you, Alexis. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. Those are not two sentences that go together. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and tilts the screen towards Sybil. Ah, one of your little videos. She's clutching the pearls as she's watching. Where was this? Up the mountains, to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? I was helping Stella with a video and something terrible happened. Tabitha's cousin? Yeah. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika, this is graphic. There's a lot of dead and sick animals on the recording. You know, I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Alexis and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. Unfortunately, if these creatures are what I think they are, the two of you are embroiled in something quite sinister. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on, whatever this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Alexis with this tally-po crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people despite their grisly scene in the woods. But just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom. They've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? Maybe they're making more of themselves. Yeah, maybe what we're seeing here is some kind of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something like this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. Yeah, drugged tea will help soothe anyone's nerves. Bitch. I don't know. It's getting late. I should let Alexis get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. You don't have to leave on my account. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to go home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you call them? That's right. You go on home now and try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. On the online. They really aged Sybil. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Alexis. Bitch, bye. You talked to me all of like 2 times. It's excellent ice or warm. Though, with the night getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. I'm tipping that shit out as soon as I leave. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. I'm sorry, if it's not from an establishment, if it's from a person that I don't know, I am not eating it. I am not drinking it. Like, no. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Hell yeah, sleepover. Hell yeah, it's been so long since I've had an honest to God sleepover. Honestly, I'm like trying to fix up an actual sleepover with someone in New York still that I met through a friend, and it is going so well. We're just meshing, and I haven't had a sleepover in so long. I miss them. Awesome. If I'm being honest, not being alone tonight is a weight off my chest. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. No creepy dolls in the closet. Make yourself at home. What do you make of all this? Who's that guy outside of Sybil's? There's something really off about him. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mines. It might be worth looking into him. You didn't have to do all this. You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use. Yo, I felt that way when I had a guest room. And then I turned it into an office. Because it was never getting used. What do you make of all this? Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, this could be the start of a whole new relationship. Oh. Those creatures are out there and they're doing something horrible to the local wildlife. That's totally what I was talking about. I know that some of the things Sybil said were a little wild, but if she is right and they are an omen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever brought them here before it happens. It couldn't hurt to poke around town. I have the time. Agreed. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Get some rest, Alexis. I'll see you in the morning. You're not going to keep me company? What if the monsters come back? From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the evening seemed like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. The backgrounds on these are so beautiful. Oh, now that's threatening. That's very threatening. What on earth? The music, though, so beautiful. I guess that's Reese, because he never leaves the house. Maybe Reese is a werewolf. Okay. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits! Alright. Thank you guys so much for being here. Who should we raid? Demon Sterling. Can you set up a raid for us? Awesome.